Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share some light up cards, and I am using this Power Pack kit from Pear Blossom Press. Now this kit makes it really easy. It gives you the switches, it gives you copper tape, and it gives you the lights, and you have enough of these here to make 3 light up cards. Now these switches are already done for you. They have the little push button, they have the battery included there, and they have the negative and the positive side marked. So it makes everything super simple to kind of assemble the guts of your light up card. I have one here that I've already made. I used a Kindred stamp set for this one, and I just kind of thought this was really fun, really unique, that you can press on that little spaceship there and make that light up. I'm going to be using another Kindred stamp set for today's card. I've already got my little characters colored and cut out. I have my background sort of ink blended and the sentiment embossed on there. I'm going to be die cutting some of these moon and star pieces out because I'm going to make little windows to then layer my light on the inside of my card. So they're going to shine through that moon and some of the stars. Now this is really simple to do. You just have to figure out what you want to do for a light up card, what part of your card do you want to light up, and then just a little bit of planning and mapping out. And these cards are really simple to make. So I went ahead and I ran this through my Platinum 6 and just cut out those little die pieces. And I have a piece of vellum here that I'm just going to layer behind my background. So I'm just going to put this layer of vellum on here, trim it down so it'll hide behind my card, and then I'm going to adhere it down. So I'm using a little bit of tape runner adhesive to adhere that vellum down, and that's going to create the windows where my light is going to shine through. Now, I've only ever done one other light up card, and that was the one that I just showed you in the beginning of this video, so I'm not an expert, but this was really simple to do. It was a little bit of intimidating at first, but once you kind of know what you're doing, light up cards do not have to be complicated at all. So I have the front of my card done. I'm taking a pencil and I'm just kind of marking out where I want my pieces to go when I actually adhere them down. And I think this is a really great thing to do when you're trying to map out where to put your pieces, because you want that switch to be in a certain spot. You want your light to shine through a certain spot, so it's nice to kind of map that out. So I want my light to be behind this moon, so I'm kind of putting my finger over it and marking a little circle behind that moon with my pencil, so I know where to put my little LED light. Now I'm grabbing one of these little switches, and you can see that once I pull the switch off of that plastic piece, the battery is then connected with the rest of the switch, and when you push on that switch, if it's connected to the light, you're going to be able to light up that little LED light. So I want my switch to go behind our little girl here, and so I am lining her up. I'm trying to see exactly where I want my little button to go, so when you push on her, the moon lights up. So I tried to line it up there. I drew a line around that battery, and so now I know exactly where to adhere that down. I'm also going to draw a line around the edges of my front card panel. Since I have it centered, I want to make sure that I have enough room for my copper tape and also foam adhesive. You do want to add some foam adhesive to pop up the front panel so that you have room for that switch, that battery switch, to go behind. Now these lights are actually self-adhesive. They're like little stickers, and you can see there's a little tiny mark on there that shows you which side is positive and which side is negative. So you want to kind of plan that out to where your switch is going to make it easy to put a line of that copper tape. However easiest you feel it's going to be to put that copper tape. Maybe you don't want to make a whole maze of copper tape in the back of your card. You might just want like 1 or 2 straight lines. So try to think about the placement of your switch and your light. Now you can go ahead and just add some tape runner adhesive right to the back of that switch. Try to keep your adhesive only on the label that says Pear Blossom Press. Try not to get any adhesive on the metal part. We don't want anything interrupting that flow of electricity from the battery to the light. We just want it to flow really easily and not be interrupted so that your light will light up. So now I'm just taking my pencil, I'm marking out where I want the positive to meet the positive on the light and the negative to meet the negative on the light. And this just kind of helps you map out where to stick down that copper tape. Now, I guess the best way I could explain this copper tape is it's kind of like a washi tape, but it's copper so that the power can run from the battery to your light. You can go ahead and just, use one continuous piece of copper tape, but I've found that even if you tear it to change directions, it still works fine. Just make sure that you overlap this tape so that there is no interruptions, that power can flow from the battery to the light, and you should be fine. So I have the positive side of the light now connected to the positive side of the battery, and I'm going to be connecting the negative side. You do want to make sure that this tape goes over that metal part on your switch. You want, like I said, a continuous flow of power from your switch to your tape to your light, and if you do that, you're fine. Your light is going to light up and it's going to be really fun and fabulous. So this is a self-adhesive copper tape, sticks down really easy, it tears really easy. So this is actually a really simple thing to do. Just a little bit of planning where you want to put all of your elements. Just kind of stick down your light, your tape, your switch, and you are good to go. So I've almost got my switch all connected here. You want to make sure that you put a little bit of copper tape up on your switch as well. And then once you have everything connected, you can see that light lights up every time you push the button, and it's really fun. There are so many ideas I have for light up cards. You can do birthday candles, and you can see here my son wanted to push that button too, so he got his little fingers in there. My son was so excited about these light up cards. He wanted to play with the batteries himself. He's really into, making things work and finding out how power works and electricity and everything. So these cards were like his favorite thing to watch me do. Anyway, so once you have everything assembled, you want to layer up on some of that foam adhesive so that you can pop up your card front in front of it, and you'll have room in the back for all of your light and battery and tape kind of pieces. So I'm actually going to be doing 2 layers of this foam adhesive. You can see I'm doubling up on that foam just to give enough room behind there for my battery. And I'm just kind of using some foam adhesive. I'm cutting it into little strips and layering it on top of each other. I'm also pressing that button as I'm layering on here just to make sure that nothing is interrupting that connection of power from my battery to my light. You might just want to give your button a push a few times just to make sure that everything is working. Because it's easier to fix any problems now than it is after you get your card assembled and you find out something's not working. We don't want any of that situation going on. So just make sure that it's working. I just made sure to test it out every few minutes while I was assembling everything, and everything was fine. So like I said, I'm just doubling up on this foam adhesive, and then I'm just going to layer my card fronts on top of that, and that's basically the card. So you can make little windows for, like I did here, a night sky. You can do, the spaceship. You can do candles on a birthday cake. You can do little firefly bugs. There are so many things that you can light up, and this power pack from Pear Blossom Press makes it really easy. So I was really excited to play with this kit, and I would definitely recommend it if you are looking into an easy way to get into light up cards. So I've got all of my foam kind of doubled up here. I am just peeling off that backing paper, and I will be layering on that front piece of my card. You can see here I'm just testing my light, making sure it's still working, and it is, so we are good to go. So I'm trying to see what it looks like when I layer this on top. I think it looks really great. And then you just want to get it in place and adhere it down. And that's pretty much the way you make a light up card. Very simple. The hardest part is just kind of coming up with a design and just making sure you assemble the tape and the light and the battery, and you have a light up card. It's really cool, really amazing to be sending these to people, and you can tell them, you know what, you made that. Alright, so I'm going to layer my little characters on front here. I want to be able to push on the girl and make the moon light up. So I'm putting a little bit more foam adhesive behind them. I think maybe that'll make it a little bit more sturdy when you're pushing on that switch. And it works perfectly. And that is my card today. I kept it really simple. I wanted to just show you basically how you assemble a light up card, and it's not hard, it's not intimidating at all, so I would say go for it. So here are my two light up cards that I created using this Power Pack kit from Pear Blossom Press. I hope this gives you some great inspiration, some great ideas for your own crafting. If you liked this, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a subscribe, a comment, hit the bell, and just do all the things. And thanks for watching. I hope you will join me next time for some more videos in the future. Otherwise, go to my blog, my link down below. Hop over to my blog for more details, more pictures, links to all the products I've used. And have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.